Hello everyone, I'm David Rosenbaum, the Research Director of the IntelliGym Labs, and in this session we're going to go over the members area for a coach or a general manager user account. So the first thing we need to do is to enter to the login page of the members area. We need to insert our username and our password and to log in. Okay, so here we have our menu. Here on the left we have our menu, the teams that we can overview, that we can track. So if I'm a coach, usually I'm going to have one team. If I'm a general manager, I can have multiple teams here, and I just choose the team that I want to look at. So the first page we can see here is the overview of the team. So we can see the amount of players that the team has, and here we have a table, and for each player we can see the date in which he trained his previous training session, the number of sessions he had completed so far, and the number of sessions he has completed within the last 7 days. So obviously now it's the summer break, so the players did not train in the last few weeks. And here we have a participation score from 1 to 5 that reflects the player's compliance. If we scroll down a bit, we can have an overview of the team training. So we can see on the x-axis here the dates of each week, and we can see how many players trained optimally that week in green, or suboptimally that week, which means once a week compared to optimally, which is twice or 3 times a week. And we can see that across time. And here we can see a small gray zone which reflects one player that did not train at all that week. Okay, so we can just watch it across time. If we scroll down even more, we can see the brain or cognitive brain improvement in 5 different categories: anticipation, dividing attention, pattern recognition, task switching, and working memory, an average improvement for the whole team, okay, across time again. So this is week 45 since the installation of the program, and we can see the average improvement of the team in each skill. If we scroll down even more, we can actually see the improvement for each player in those 5 categories. And the last thing we can see here is the leaderboard of that team. Okay, so we can see the position of each player, the number of sessions he had completed, and his total score. Now if we scroll up again to the first table we've seen, we can actually press on a specific player and take a look at his specific statistics. So here we have a training planner. Now the IntelliGym software is self-customized, so that means that it actually learns the brain abilities of each user at the first sessions and prepares a specific training program which is suitable for that specific player. But if the coach wants to handily change the training program, he can also do that. Okay, so we can change the amount of training on anticipation skills, on dividing attention skills, pattern recognition, task switching, and working memory. You can just do it handily, or we have preset plans. So for example, if you want that player to train more on off-ball movement, on brain skills that are correlated with off-ball movement, or with finding open spaces, creating spaces, transition games, or one-touch actions, you can also choose that. So I'm going to choose, for example, transition games, and then automatically the training program changes so that most of the work is on task switching and working memory, which are very crucial for transition games. If we scroll a bit down, we can see the training sessions per week for that specific player. Okay, so the same thing we've seen in the overview page for the whole team. Now we can see in each week how well did that player train. Twice a week, once a week, or did not train at all. Across time, of course. And here we can see the cognitive skills improvement on those 5 categories. But in contrast to what we've seen before, which was the average of the whole team, now we can actually see the improvement for that specific player. And here we can see the expected on-field improvement based on the brain skills improvement. So we have those different categories: off-ball movement, finding open spaces, creating spaces, transition games, and one-touch pass. And each football category is built out of different brain skills. So for example, off-ball movement is built out of anticipation skills, situational awareness skill, and pattern recognition skills. And because we know the improvement on those skills, we can anticipate what would be the expected improvement in off-ball movement on field. Here on the right, we can see the training stats. So we can see for each parameter the value of the last training in the IntelliGym, the personal best of that player, and the average score across players. And here we can see again the participation score of that player, the number of sessions he had completed, the date of his last training, and the expected date for his next training. Thank you very much. Have a good day.